All right, now we're going to switch gears to China. They are seeking to control the controversy over Bo Xilai. We're going to Beijing right now. Brian Spegele is joining us with the latest. Hi, Brian. Thanks for joining us at what certainly is a late hour for you.
Yeah, thanks very much.
So tell us what is the latest on this controversy. It's been ongoing, and for some of our viewers, give us a little bit, too, of the backstory.
Well, as you point out, this is exactly what Beijing is trying to do. They're trying to control the fallout from this growing controversy. What we've seen over the past couple of days is Bo Xilai, the former party secretary of Chongqing, which is a city of about 30 million people in southwest China, and a top leader for the central Chinese government. He was suspended from his post. He was fired from his post, suspended from all of his Communist Party positions, and placed under legal investigation. Bo Xilai was a very popular leader. He had widespread support among China's we'll call them lower middle class, in China's emerging middle class, particularly in a place in Chongqing City, which is where I've been for the past few days. Bo Xilai, to say it in a word, he retains widespread support in Chongqing.
And as you mentioned, that's a very large city, as you said, I think over 30 million people. Does he still have support there? Is it waning? What did you find when you were there?
Well, this is exactly the reason I went down, to find out what were on people's minds there. And I found a real disconnect between the business community in Chongqing and I guess the regular folks on the street. As I had long conversations throughout the day, today and yesterday, what I find is that they support Bo Xilai immensely. They support his public housing initiatives. They support his efforts to bring health insurance to the people. Then when you talk to the business community, when you talk to corporate lawyers in Chongqing, they don't support Bo Xilai at all. They saw him as bringing a greater amount of populism, even Maoism, if you will, in some of his economic policies back to the city.
And so, do you think that there has been success on the behalf of what we call China's propaganda machine to contain this story, and where does it go from here? Is the genie out of the bottle, so to speak?
Well, we've seen China's propaganda machine go into overdrive. We saw the People's Daily over the past couple of days run front-page editorials, front-page commentary, calling for the country to rally behind the central government, to rally behind President Hu Jintao. We saw that at the local level as well. However, there's widespread interest in the case on China's non-traditional media, on Twitter-like microblogging services like Sinocor's Weibo, for example. The government, the party, has been struggling to control these non-traditional media over the past couple of weeks, and there's no sign yet that people are satisfied with the answers they're getting from the propaganda machine, and they're seeking answers elsewhere.
All right, Brian, thank you so much for joining us today.